was soon got taken away by material energy. They started to become like just ordinary citizens. He was struggling a lot in the early days, but because of his proficiency in English, he was very became favorite of the British rulers, or even the king. I think it is the king of Assam. They asked him to take over, be one of the ministers there, but he refused. He heard of Chaitanya Charitamrita, but for so many months, it's like for 10 months, he was looking for Chaitanya Charitamrita and he cannot find a single copy. This is how degraded the environment, the Vaishnava religion at that time is so almost wiped out. Or if there's anyone who will be following Vaishnava principles, they are pretenders. They're not following strictly Vaishnava principles. That later on he wrote this book, 13 Apasampradayas, different kinds of personalities who imitate Vaishnavas, but they're doing nonsense behind. This is his famous book, this Apasampradayas. He wrote this, and he categorized them as 13 of them. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he found this manuscript of Chaitanya Charitamrita, he read it first. But only after the second reading that he practically understood the main purpose of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's coming to the material world. Not just to save the Indian people. He came to save the whole world. He came to save the whole universe. The Panchatattva came not just to liberate the whole India. No, they came to liberate the whole entire universe. And he became dedicated. He became a full-fledged Vaishnava. Even before he was writing many literatures, but after reading the Chaitanya Charitamrita, his pen started to write and translate and give commentaries towards the different writings of the 6 Goswamis. He wrote over 100 books. He also found this Chaitanya Upanishad, which he translated. He wrote a book, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, His Life and Precepts, in the year 1896. This is the same year as Srila Prabhupada took birth. He sent this books, it's a pamphlet actually. He sent these pamphlets to different universities, different academical societies all over the world, even in London, Asiatic Society, and also in McGill University in Montreal. The devotees, when Srila Prabhupada was there in 1968, one of the devotees found this copy that was sent by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in 1896. I don't know if it's still there. Maybe somebody already took it away or stolen it, because this is very precious. So, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are 26 qualities of a pure devotee. And in the introduction of Jaiva Dharma, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he wrote an introduction for this. And he mentions that all of these qualities of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all of these 26 qualities can be found. A perfect Vaishnava. He never hold grudges. He never take any offense from anybody. He's always polite. One of the main contributions of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is that he found the Yoga Pit. Yoga Pit means this is the place where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took birth in Navadvip. He was chanting one time at his house, the veranda, and he saw this across the river, the Jalangi. He saw there was a very bright kind of tree, sparkling with so many lights. And in those days, no one can ascertain where is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace. So he made it a vow, he took it as a vow that I will try to find out where is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace. And he took all the old manuscripts from Krishnanagar, all the old maps, to find out what is the real map, because the Ganges used to go change the passages from time to time. So when he found out there was an old map, and with the help also of the local villagers, they said that yes, there was this this old place, it's a mound, an ant hill or something, and he ascertained that this must be the place of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birthplace, because there was an old neem tree there also. This is after 450 years. And to really confirm that this is the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he asked Jagannath Das Babaji, his Sishya Guru. He took Diksha from Bipin Bihari. His Sishya Guru is Jagannath Das Babaji, another great personality. Now Jagannath Das Babaji, they used to carry him on a basket. Is very old, over 90 years old, and at the same time, he's like the Mataji, like like this, bent, completely bent. You know, to open his eyes, you have to put like a stick to open his eyes like this. It's like, you know, practically always closed. Very, very old. But then he requested, Bhaktivinoda Thakur requested Jagannath Das Babaji to please come. I want to show you this place. And as soon as they reached the place, Jagannath Das Babaji jumped out of the basket and started to chant, Hari, Hari! That was confirmed. He started to ecstatically. You cannot have him jump up and down like that. He's too old. But to confirm that actually this is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then it was concluded, yes, you're right. The prediction of Bhaktivinoda Thakur that one day the Russians, the Americans, the Prussians, devotees from France, all over the world, they will dance along with their Bengali brothers, and they will chant, Jai Sachinandana, Jai Sachinandana. And this also became true because of our Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada became inspired because of the son of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the fifth son of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur had more than 10 children. He was a grihasta, 10 children from 2 wives. More than 10 children. And the fifth son, he was always praying to Lord Krishna to have a son, powerful son, in order to continue this Krishna consciousness movement and to help establish Krishna consciousness all over the world. He prayed for a ray of Vishnu. A ray of Vishnu. Just even the ray of Vishnu is so powerful to be able to liberate. And that was fulfilled. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur took birth in Jagannath Puri. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was a magistrate, and he was being a magistrate. This is the highest position that one can attain by an Indian citizen under the British rule. He was the main coordinator and director of Jagannath Puri temple. In those days, Jagannath Puri also is being run by the king of Puri, but this king of Puri became corrupt. He stole around 80,000 rupees. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur found this out, so he told to the king, now you have to make every day chapan bog. 56, right? 56 offerings. He did not take the money from the king. He just told him, you have to offer every day Jagannath 56 kinds of offerings. And then until all of the money is gone, it was all used up. But even up to this day, they're still doing chapan bog. This is because of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, 6 months after the birth of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Jagannath Ratha Yatra occurred. And because he was the magistrate, somehow, with no reason at all, this Jagannath cart stopped at the house of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Now, if you go to Jagannath Puri, you'll see still Bhaktivinoda Thakur's house. But the last time I was there, many years ago, somehow I don't have this fortune to see Jagannath every year or go to Jagannath Puri. But there is a sign there. I don't know if you've been there. They say, this is not an ISKCON temple. I don't know, is it still there? Anybody there has been there? Have you noticed that? No? Have you seen his house? You have seen? Well, I don't know. that was like a little bit of intimidation, because this is not an ISKCON temple, because it's a Gaudiya Math temple now. So the cart of Jagannath stopped, and for no reason. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur asked, because he's a magistrate, they're allowed to go on the cart, on top of the cart, and Bhagavati, she brought the 6-month-old child to touch the feet of Jagannath, and lo and behold, a garland from Lord Jagannath dropped directly to the to the head of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, implying that, yes, this is the son that Bhakti Vinod Thakur is really asking for. And even at birth, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's umbilical cord is wrapped around his neck just like a Brahman thread. It's like devotees who are Brahman, male devotees who took Brahman initiation, they put their Brahman thread across the head. So similarly, it's like that also. And even later on, that markings of that umbilical cord can be seen on the body of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So it becomes solidified. And after Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur continues the work of his father. At the age of 7, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he could recite, he memorized the whole Bhagavad Gita, the 700 verses, and he could also explain the different, in different ways, very expertly, the different verses of the Bhagavad Gita. And then when our Prabhupada met Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and then he told him that you are very learned man, why don't you preach this Krishna consciousness to the English-speaking world? So it is not a coincidence. This is all arranged by the providence. So all arranged by Krishna. That this, from Bhakti Vinod Thakur to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada says that Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he alone can save the whole world. He alone can save the whole universe. Then he was asked by one of his disciples, is it true, Prabhupada, that Bhakti Vinod Thakur can save by himself the whole universe? Prabhupada says yes. And then the disciple asked then why he did not do it. Prabhupada says, well, he left something for you to do it. This is yours. For your credit. Oh? So we're not here in Vrindavan just to sit around and do our bhajan or bhojan. We're here to become Krishna conscious and help others Krishna conscious. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in the last stage of his life, he took Babaji. He took sannyas. That was in 1910. 1910. He took sannyas, and the excuse of having paralysis, he stopped. He stopped communicating with the outside world. He became more immersed in his bhajan, in his loving relationship with Radha and Krishna. He was still writing, but he lost contact with the material world, so to speak. He left his body in June. Hold on, I have it here. June 23, 1914. He's the one who wrote a poem about the passing of Haridas Thakur. He wrote a poem about Haridas Thakur, and everyone knows this. He reasons ill who tells that Vaisnavas die. When thou art living still in sound, the Vaisnavas die to live, and living try to spread a holy life around. They actually don't die. They live forever. The body may become unmanifest, but their teachings, their instructions, their examples continues on. As long as the sun is shining, we will be able to hear the instructions from the Supreme Lord or His devotees. Or as Srila Prabhupada says, at least for the next 10,000 years. Because after that, Kali Yuga will be so degraded. People, even right now, is so degraded. We just cannot imagine what's going on out there. Somehow we are kind of protected here in Vrindavan. But devotees are not happy just being like that. They're unhappy when they see people are suffering, and definitely they are suffering so much. But they think they are happy. That is their unfortunate position. Anyone who are visiting, definitely you can see the difference between in Vrindavan and outside of Vrindavan. Even if you go to Delhi alone, you can see a big difference. So much sufferings and miseries in this world. And there's only one solution. To become Krishna conscious, especially chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So tomorrow is Purushottam Mas. Purushottam Mas ki joy. This is called Adhik Mas. It happens every 2.5 or 3 years. Because lunar calendar is not the same as solar calendar. There's lesser days in lunar calendar based from moon. So every 3 years this is being adjusted. That they add 1 extra month in the Vaishnava calendar so that it'll be synchronized. This is called Mala Mas also. This Adhik Mas. This extra month means, Mala Mas means dirty month. Very dirty. Dirty, why? Because in this month, any karma kandiya activities, any sacrifice, any rituals, any activities meant for fruitive gain will not get any result. So this is like cursed by those who are followers of karma kandiya section, because you will get 0 result whatever you do. But for the Vaishnavas, this is the best of all the months. Purushottam month is the best. It's better than Damodar Mas or Kartik. Damodar month is the month of Srimati Radharani. But Kartik month is the month of Lord Krishna. That's why it's Purushottam. Lord Krishna himself made sure to the personified Purushottam month that this month will be the best of all. That everything that's been done, devotional activities for the pleasure of Lord Krishna, is multiplied so many times. Especially if devotional activities is performed in a holy dham like Vrindavan or Siddhamayapur or Jagannath Puri. Dham means the place where the Supreme Lord performed his pastimes. It is not the same as a setra. Like Kurukshetra is a dham also. Like let's say Haridwar or Rishikesh. These are setras. These are not dhams. If you perform devotional activities meant only for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord in this month, starting tomorrow, then it is multiplied 1,000 times. That eventually, if you are successful in your brat or your vow, then you will not take birth again and you'll go back home, back to Godhead. Now, the brat that says that is what we're doing every day anyway. Get up early in the morning, take bath. Do you do that also? Come for Mangalarti, chant rounds. But it says if you can chant more than 16 rounds, like 25, 32, 64, 108, 128, 192, 198, that is good. See, the main purpose, Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, the main purpose of this month is to become Krishna conscious. It is not how you're doing your whatever tapasya you like to do, like no sweets or no cutting of nails and hair. Prabhupada never encouraged this kind of tapasya. Prabhupada says if you can just follow the 4 regulative principles, come for the morning, evening program, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra without any offenses, read Srimad Bhagavatam, read Bhagavad Gita. In the Srimad Bhagavatam it says if you can read the 10th canto, chapter 14, the Brahma Stuti, the prayers of Lord Brahma after Lord Krishna stole the cows. And the cowherd boyfriends of Lord Krishna. And also the Purushottam Yoga, chapter 15 of the Bhagavad Gita, at least twice a day. If you can read that, sleep. Many things as it says that we don't have to follow. Like sleeping on the floor or eating like a cow on the leaflet with not with hands. If you are sick, you'll not be able to do that, right? No oil. If you're gonna eat, it says also if you're gonna drink, if you only took a vow of taking milk, you don't eat of anything else. Who can do that? Or if you only eat fruits, only fruits, no grains, especially in the hot summer like this. If you have to do your service and you have to do all of these different brats and you're not able to do your service because you're trying to follow these kind of brats, then better not follow any of these other brats. Continue what you're doing, become Krishna conscious, and serve Krishna nicely. That is much better. Only eat once a day? Who can eat only once a day? It's a real sadhu. Huh? Who is eating once a day already? Whoa, we have sadhus here. Okay, continue what you're doing. For others, we cannot do this. Eat once a day, after sunset, or at midday. Offer the brahmanas or those who are well versed in Vedic literatures, like 33 pieces of milk cakes, or equivalent of 2 kilograms of milk cakes. You can buy here and anywhere, because milk cakes, no karma. It's no karma, it's non-grains. So you can offer like that. And whatever you offer also, you can offer 1,000 tulsi leaves. That maybe it's possible still. You can buy it outside, garland of tulsi leaves. Take bath in the holy river. All of these things, not possible to perform by devotees. The main thing is to increase our round and to become fully Krishna conscious. But not just only in this month. Some devotees may say, oh, I will do a lot of tapasya in the month of Purushottam because Maharaj says according to the Shastras, you go back home, back to Godhead. Then after month of Purushottam, I don't come for Mangalarti. I don't come for the Bhagavatam class. I do aparad. He says one should not do any aparad, especially in the month of Purushottam. No blasphemy, no offending any devotees. Then after the Purushottam Mass, I can offend devotees, I can criticize devotees because I already did in Purushottam Mass. That means I'm already free. Is that what it is? Is that how it is? It should be like that all the time, and we're already doing it all the time. So this tapasya can be done anywhere in the world, but if it's done in Vrindavan, it's multiplied so much more. So we just want to wish that whatever brata you're going to be doing, you become successful, but especially become Krishna conscious. Krishna matir astu. Become Krishna conscious. This is the topmost benediction that we can attain from the Vaishnavas and the Supreme Lord. So I'll stop here. Thank you for your kindness in listening. Is there any question? Any comments? Yes, sir. This Bhakti vinod Thakur's Murti has been created by Srila, our Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhu. All of this, Prabhupada, and the Parampara upstairs, they're all creations from Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhu. Yeah, the Parampara is there. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is there. And also, I think, is Jagannath Das Babaji there also? Huh? Yes? No, it's not there. So he's the only missing, but these are all creations by Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhu, who is in Mayapur, is helping the Temple of Vedic Planetarium. He also predicted that there will be an Adbhuta Mandir, Bhakti vinod Thakur, glorious temple. Anything else? Huh? While chanting? Okay, don't worry. You're not the only one. Everybody is like this practically. The main thing is you hear the holy name. You can hear the holy name if you're determined to be attentive. You can chant in front of the deities, with the devotees especially. Don't chant alone. You're not like Haridas Thakur. Chant in front of Tulsi Devi. Chant in front of the picture of your favorite deities. And concentrate on the holy name. Keep reminding yourself that I have to chant attentively and I have to hear the holy name. In the beginning is like this. Don't give up. Be determined. But chant with the devotees, okay? Don't go here and there. There's so many places you can hide and you just ended up falling asleep. Okay? Or if you're at home, turn on the Vrindavan.tv or Mayapur.tv. There's always something happening and the picture of the deities are there. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Gadadhar Pandit ki jai, Srila Bhakti vinod Thakur ki jai, tomorrow's day of Purushottam Mass ki jai. Hari Hari.